It's perfect. I'm going to record this call for my own use, but go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so essentially this is what it is. So what it is, it's a one-stop shop e-commerce marketplace, and it's built specifically for the transportation industry. So in other sense, we kind of like to say it's our Amazon-like marketplace. So we're kind of like Amazon, but for the transportation industry. So pretty much everything that you're purchasing to operate your business, we own, indirect, direct, we pretty much have on this platform. So you'll see over here, I'll just kind of walk you through it. So we have national account pricing with over 50 market leading suppliers. I'll move this over. And you'll see all of our market leading suppliers over here on the right hand side. So pretty much, like I was saying, you can see the product categories in the center of the screen. So yeah, everything indirect to direct. So you'll see, I'm sure you're familiar with a lot of these suppliers. But tire, we have national account pricing on tires. We've got office supplies. We've got diesel exhaust fluid parts. Everything that you need, pretty much, you can order off this platform, and it's all flipped to you for free. So they come down here. So we'll kind of pan down. You'll see all these different suppliers here. So you'll see it. We kind of broken it out to like maintenance shop supplies and parts in one area with some depth. And then you'll see all of the tire suppliers that we have national account pricing with. And then let me scroll down here. There's a few services here that we have, fuel card programs, other things like that, tolls, and then just let me do this actually. Show you I'll show you on our. I'm actually on let me go to my test site here, and this will show. I'm going to show you a little bit few more suppliers here on our test site. We have a lot of our parts and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what we already mentioned. We're kind of like Costco for the trucking and transportation industry. So, as a FedEx contractor, are you part of the Line Haul Summit group or?
Not the. I'm just PND.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Yeah, so you'll see all of the parts here on this side here. We've got pretty much all the main part manufacturers. We have national account pricing with. So, but yeah, this is pretty much what it is. I was just kind of curious. Tell me a little bit more about your operation. Are you guys,
Sure.
or do you have a local tire dealer that you work with? Or are you guys buying tires over the road? Do you have any national accounts in place today? How does that look?
No, we don't have any of those. We just buy them direct from Les Schwab. Les Schwab just comes in and just swaps those tires for us.
Okay.
So yes, contractors primarily pay retail price today, unfortunately, FedEx contractors. So how do I actually take advantage of discounts, and how do I actually recognize that, yes, that is a real discount? Because a lot of times companies raise their prices and say, hey, I'm giving you a 10% discount. That doesn't really do you much. Like in this case, this tire says $708. It scratches that and says $430. If I search on Google for that tire, am I going to see that tire really for $700?
Yeah, you're not going to see it exactly for that price. You may see it higher, you may see it a little bit lower.
Yeah, but a little bit lower, not like to the tune of $430, yes?
Correct, right. So yeah, if you were to go online, like if you were to type in, you could just copy this.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Let's just do that for a second, just to see.
And just because all the markets are going to be different, right? You're going to have different price points. Here's one simple tire is $541. Here's $640 at simple tire for that tire. $591, $678, $651, $721. So it just kind of varies on who's selling it, right?
Yeah.
So for instance, like you mentioned Les Schwab. Let me just click here. But you mentioned Les Schwab, so they're in our network. So you could get our pricing on these tires. I guess this doesn't have a price on it. You could get our pricing. So like this Firestone tire for $313, you'll be able to, if you go to Les Schwab, because they're in our network, and you give them our 6-digit national account number, because we would set you up with a Bridgestone national account that covers Bridgestone, Firestone, and Bandag. You're going to get access to all of our pricing. So, and you're going to get that at every single location around the country that says Bridgestone and Firestone. So even the truck stops, you're going to get this price. If your driver goes to a Love's, a TA, Petro, or a Pilot, they're all in our network, and our national account's acceptable there. So as long as you have it billed to our account, you're going to get these same prices at all those locations. Every single Les Schwab around the country. So that's the beauty of the national account, and that's primarily trucking companies your size that are 80 and above or 70 and above typically get access to national accounts. So yeah, we can connect you to multiple different national accounts. We have Hancock, we have Bridgestone, Firestone, and it's all free to access.
So how does the product? So how does the product or the service work holistically? Like, do I subscribe to your service and then? It seems like you're saying I actually go to Let's Shop and purchase these directly, or I purchase them online. Can you give me a little bit better understanding of what is the structure?
Yeah, for sure. No, good question. So when it comes to tires is going to be a little bit different than this marketplace. So you don't actually have to order tires online through our marketplace, but it gives you that option. For some people that install their own tires, they like to get on here and order them, and then it's shipped for free to them. But you would never have to use this platform for actually tires itself. So what we do is we would basically set you up with a 6-digit Bridgestone national account number, and I can actually set, if you decided you wanted to get set up on our program, I can set you up right now. It takes 2 minutes. So you'd have a 6-digit Bridgestone account number. Let me just pull up an example here. I'm going to just show this to you. And all you're going to do differently is instead of paying the dealer directly, you're just going to have it billed to the account number. So whenever, this would be like an example would be what your account number would look like. So it'd be the 6 digits. So whenever you guys need to buy tires, you mentioned you guys just call that club, or you just take your trucks in and they service them?
My team just calls Let's Shop. They come in and then they just replace them.
Okay, perfect. So none of that would change. Your process would not change at all. The only thing they would do, instead of paying them directly with a check or cash or whatever, you would just say, hey, I've got a Bridgestone national account. My account number is 9222305, and just send the invoice and bill it to this account. And so you guys don't actually have to pay them directly for anything. They'll just bill it to that account number. Once they do that, it takes a few days for us because it's actually all the invoicing comes through Crown. So when they bill it to that account number, the invoice comes to my team about 2 to 3 days later, roughly. And when we get that invoice, the invoice is going to have our tire price on there. So, whatever we were looking at that one price, I think it was, $313 for that tire. So you would say $313 for that specific tire you bought. And then Les Schwab's going to put all their services on there, like mount and dismount, however much they charge you for today. None of that's going to change. They're going to charge you just for the standard services they provided. And then it's going to have the FET and the sales tax for the tires on there. So everything's going to be the same. They're just going to bill it to our account, and you're going to get access to our national account price.
I see. So it sounds like certain vendors, such as Bridgestone, Let's Shop, whatever the case is, we get an account number. That's our account number, and they just invoice you, and then you obviously invoice us. And then certain other things, maybe let's say oil, we just buy it on the website, and you guys ship it to us, or any other type of things I guess we would need.
Correct. Yep. So all this is this would be, if I go here, I'm just going to click on Staples as an example, just because I know you're familiar with Staples. So for instance, we've just taken Staples, you'll see here.
Yeah.
So we've just taken Staples' website, we've put it on our platform, but with our contracted pricing. So our prices aren't going to change since they're contracted. So if I come up here and just type in copy paper, it's going to look like that you're ordering from Staples, but really it's going through Crown Source and you're accessing our pricing.
Sure, yeah. I mean, Amway does the same. Amway has the same principle. I'm not a member, but I know that's what they do. Great company around the block, I guess. That's fine. Okay, and how does the cost of this service work?
Yeah, it's a good question. So I know this is down easy, but this is actually a free program. So we don't charge you to get set up with it. And the reason that is that there's no setup fees, there's no monthly fees. This is completely free to access. And the reason that is the way we make money is our suppliers, all these suppliers like Staples, Bridgestone, they pay us a small percentage of basically all the sales that we bring them. So our percentage that we make is already baked into this contracted pricing that we give you.
Sure.
So that's how we keep it free, and that's how we make money. So we don't actually have to charge you monthly fees to get.
So you don't charge me anything. How could I say no? So in that situation, give me 5 accounts. It's like a buffet. I'll just take 5. Yeah, I mean, give me 1 account. I'll take it. I mean, it sounds like I might have to do some research. I might have to play around a little bit to try to understand what vendors are going to save me money, what vendors have what processes. But since there's no cost to it, I mean, we don't even have to negotiate. Give me an account, should give it to my management team, and they'll start playing with it, and we'll probably come up with a process internally, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Yeah, it's so just to let you know, so we can set up as many users and buyers on this platform as you'd like. So
even better.
Every single buyer will have their own login credentials. So everything is username and password protected. So whenever you log in, it would say, "Hello, Farad, here's your account," and then you're going to see all this. And then each individual would see the same thing, that their own account. So what's nice is you can. So also there's a little bit more to the system, and I'll just show you. So over on the left-hand side, you're going to be able to manage all your expenditures through this platform. So when I click the My Documents, you're going to see a drop-down that says Purchase Orders. And if you click that, every single purchase order created through this system is going to be stored here like an electronic file cabinet. So you can see what every single buyer is purchasing and how much they're spending and who they're buying it from.
Yeah, you can actually have buyer agents. That would be a huge help. In our operation in FedEx, it's so weird. Like everybody just cheats and steals when you let everybody just do whatever they want to do. So this could actually streamline things, including refunds, and when we need to return things, we get to see that they were returned and not returned. This is great. I actually personally really love this. This would have probably, just in theft for my mechanics, it would have probably saved me over $100,000 in the past 2 years. So I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, man. I mean, especially like when the first thing you mentioned.
No, I do not have a shop. No.
Okay. But even a lot of, like, if you guys ever do need to order any of these things or can store a little bit of product on top of parts and things like that, Imperial can actually come in and do kind of like we just call it a stock review. And they just kind of identify your needs, what your mechanics are ordering, and then they can actually set up bins, small. If you guys don't have like a big shop, they can set up like small bins and cabinetry, and then your mechanics can come on here and order product that when they need it, and it'll be shipped for free within 1 to 2 days, and you'll get access to our pricing. So we have about 48% discounts with Imperial. We've done about 130 plus shop reviews since last October of 2021. And we work with like Navajo Express, they have 1,000 trucks. We work with big companies, and we were saving them on average, I think it was 27% across all these products. So Imperial came in on site, bought all their product back from their previous supplier, and then stocked it with all the products they need, clean, label, and organize all their bins, and then their buyers just come on here and order and get it within 1 to 2 days for free. So anyway, there's a lot of things we can do is what I'm getting at, but yeah, I mean, you can set up as many buyers, as many locations as you'd like, and then you can manage everything through here. And then one last thing I'll show you, if you come over here and click the payables options, you're going to see this invoices drop down. So whenever you come on here and place an order and you create that purchase order, it's going to go right there in that purchase orders file I just showed you. And then once the product is shipped from the supplier, that's when your credit card will be charged that we have set up with your account. And then once you have received that product at your doorstep, about 1 to 2 days later after you guys have received it, the supplier from which you ordered from is going to send the invoice back into the system, into your account under invoices. So now you can see the invoice come back in from that supplier and the purchase order that matches with it. So if you click on the invoice itself, it's going to give you basically all the order information. So it'll show you who ordered it, what the product that you ordered, and then it'll show you the total amount and the tax included. So that's what's really nice about the system. You guys, I mean, you can literally manage what everybody's buying, and at the end of the month, we also have reporting built in here. So if you're like, hey, Garrett, at the end of every month, send me a full report of how much, my company spent through Crown Source entirely, and I want to see it by the name of the buyer. We can set it up that way or whatever. So there's a lot of things we can do, but this is a procure-to-pay technology platform that just gives you the ability to access discounts and then manage everything through it. So, yeah, man, I mean, there's a lot of different things on here, but, even like office supplies, I know it's kind of little, I know it's kind of not your main focus, but at the same time, I mean, with Staples, we have 57% discounts across 2,500 of their most popular, line item products that they sell. So,
Sure.
And you can go out to staples.com and compare pricing compared to ours whenever you're setting.
Yeah, I'm aware of how Staples, the partnerships work. That's always a fun one. Yeah, no, this is great. Again, I mean, the fact that there's no cost, I'll get an account and I'll play around with it a little bit. I'll watch for you guys' newsletters. I'll create a process in my own back end and basically start buying or using our account. Like, how do those national account numbers work? I imagine your system will automatically create an account number specific for me for Bridgestone, Les Schwab, and stuff like that.
Yeah, correct. So if you wanted a Bridgestone account set up, so the tire, when it comes to the tires, they're the only ones that are going to require an account number.
Sure.
All these other suppliers that you see here that you're ordered from online, it's just like ordering from them, but you're getting our pricing, so you don't have to worry about account numbers there.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But yeah, so if you wanted to get set up with this, like I said, all I need you to do to get set up is basically I can email you over a sign up form.
Yes, please.
And it takes 60 seconds to fill it out. And the reason we have you fill that out is just so you can put like your contact information, your shipping locations, your DOT number, how many trucks you have, just the basic info so we can put that in our system and set up your account with it. And then everything is paid, like I was saying, everything's paid via credit card or debit card through us. So if you want to get set up for tires and everything, and even this marketplace, to get your account set up, it takes about a half a day to set up your entire marketplace account. So I would just need to collect from you whichever card that you want to use for all the purchases on the platform. And you can use multiple cards, but for the platform and then the tires. And once I collect that, I can set you up. I can send you over your tire account numbers. And we also have a mobile app that we set you up on where it basically is a centralized app where it stores all your Bridgestone account number. And then we also have like a double coin national account and a few others. But that's all I need to get you guys set up and rolling is to fill that sign up form out and then collect from you whichever card you want to use for all the purchases.
Sure.
And then we set everything up on your account and really that's all we need. So
yeah, no, just like I said, it seems to be a very impressive program and it's hard for anybody to say no. At least just it's kind of like Amazon, get an account and use it or not, but I imagine we'll use it extensively. So yeah, please send me that order form to the email address you have on file and I will get it rock and rolling.